brought to you by Bethel School of Technology. Learn more at betheltech.net/Ken Coleman. In my hands, very interesting article. And the reason I'm going to share this article with you all is because I like to tell you what's going on in the world of work from a trend standpoint. This particular article is going to cover two things that are important. Number one, the very subject and what's one of the greatest soft skills that we can be developing right now. According to LinkedIn, 2 out of the last 3 years, LinkedIn has done a study, and they have said that the number one skill in the workplace that leaders are looking for. Now, this is important. The number one skill that you can develop right now in the world of work, and gosh, parents, please wake up and listen to me because your kid needs this. The skill is adaptability. Adaptability. Now, hey, you could have 80 different definitions. I'll tell you what I think adaptability is. The ability to handle change. That's how I would define adaptability. If I'm adaptable, it means I can handle change. Does change suck? Sometimes. For some of you out there, the very idea of change makes you break out in a rash. I get it. I get that. By the way, no judgment there. That's how you're wired. You've got some stuff in your past that has shaped that. And again, I get it. I will tell you that I'm a person who's wired for change. So you got two types of people when it comes to change. Either you kind of naturally go, oh, that's kind of fun. Let's go. Woo! And that's kind of me. And then you go, oh, change. Oh, no. Right. And there are all different types of change. But adaptability, watch. Adaptability is I handle it. Do I have to like it? No. Do I have to deal with it? Yes. And we can say all we want to. I'm not dealing with it, right? So you get somebody that's immature, maybe storms off the work site or leaves, and throws a hissy fit. And we see this all the time in the news. I'm not dealing with change. I'm walking away. Well, guess what? You just dealt with change. You just dealt with change. You said you're not dealing with it and you're walking away. I got news for you. When you walked away, you dealt with it. So there's no cute dance by which we dance around change. All right, now, there's the setup. So this article is talking about agility, and this comes from Gallup study, found that 18%, this is crazy, 18% of American workers said that their company is agile. Good Lord, leaders, get your head out of your rear end. Less than 20% of employees are saying that our company is agile. What that means is, let me break that down for you. It just means that they're going, our leaders don't deal with change well. We don't move quickly. We don't react quickly. It's like the Titanic versus a jet ski. A jet ski is agile. A giant cruise ship is not. So, what's happening? We are in a day and age where technology is allowing all of us on a personal level, forget work for a moment, just on a personal level, we're just agile. I mean, we can make changes all the time. We're moving faster, making faster decisions. It's all technology. It's just boop, 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 boop. That's our life right now. Then you get in the workplace and it's like, it's like, what is happening here? The customer needs a result. So there's 3 reasons that this article lays out, and it's really good. So what we've got ambition or purpose colliding with the matrix. What's the matrix? Over 8 out of 10 U.S. employees are in what we call matrix roles. In other words, what that means is they support multiple. So I'm a Ramsey personality. I am a author, speaker, broadcaster, blah, 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 blah. And at Ramsey, there's 6 of us. There are multiple team members that support all of us. So you've got marketers, you've got writers, you've got designers, you've got programmers, and I could go on and on. Publicists, I could go on and on. Those positions are what are defined as matrix positions. Now, this is key. So what that means is that as a Ramsey personality, my number one priority may not be the writer that I work with is number one priority because she is supporting multiple people in a matrix role. And that's the way the world of work is laid out. So that creates a lack of agility. Okay. So this is where leadership comes in, and you look at this data and you go, leaders, this is pathetic. You have less than 20% of employees saying that you are agile, dear leader. So the matrix is a natural tension in priority. So a leader's job, he's got to come in and go, okay, I, the leader, have got to communicate clear priorities, and clear priorities create healthy expectations. Second, process has made decision-making too far away from the customer. I got a friend by the name of Todd Duncan. He's a best-selling author. And he tells a story of going to a diner one time with his wife, and he ordered a cheeseburger. And then he said at the very end, he said, well, could you fry an egg and put it on my cheeseburger? And the girl looked at him and said, no, we can't do that. And he was more curious than he was irritated. And so he pushed back and he was like, she goes, oh no. She said, no, we can't do that. That's not an option on the menu. And he said, well, do you have eggs? And she said, well, I think we might have eggs. I'll have to check. And so now he's just kind of intrigued by this. So she came back out and said, we can't do that. And he pressed her some more and she said, well, we don't even have eggs. And he's like, well, I'd like an egg. But, she wasn't willing to go, well, what does the customer want here? There's a grocery store across the street. We could go get an egg if we really wanted to do it. Now, that's the nth degree. Does she have to do that? No. But the bottom line is before she even checked if she had eggs, her response was, that's not on the menu, and I'm not even going to consider that. And it's just one egg. By the way, my friend and I both doubt the fact that they didn't have any eggs. I believe they had eggs in there with all the stuff they're cooking. So what's the point? The point is that decision has been made somewhere else, way away from the customer. The customer's at the counter asking for an egg on the burger. And so real power is the power to fail and make mistakes. There should be a situation where that young lady can go, yeah, I'll get you an egg. We'll make it happen. And if it's a mistake, then we talk about it later, but she's empowered to make a good decision. And then finally, there is a fear of perfection. Try to get perfect. Perfect's not even possible, but it leads to endless cycles of constant improvements, repeated checks, and this just slows everything. So here's why. I wrote it down on my notes right here. Here's the reason why companies aren't agile enough. They are focusing on principles. They are not focusing on principles over process. Everything's process. Love the process. I think process matters. You got to win with processes. But when processes outweigh principle, and then how we're going to act with the customer, with our team, we're going to make common sense, integrity-filled decisions, then processes should always give way to principles. If it doesn't fit the process, but it's the right principle, do it. Figure it out later. So there you go. We need more agile leaders, and then we'd have more agile workers, and then we'd have more agile companies. Launch your tech career today at betheltech.net/Ken Coleman.